Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Friday, September 18th, 2020. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. I've got a warning from the Anne Arundel County Police, and parents beware. On September 16th, the police responded to an address in Anne Arundel County about a social media trolling cell phone app that is actually soliciting child pornography. Officers learned that a 5-year-old child had several apps on their phone: Talking Angela 2, Talking Tom 2, and Talking Ben 2. And these apps apparently told the child to take naked pictures of themselves and siblings while in the bathtub, and then told the child that they would strangle the child if they didn't comply. And police are asking anybody to report any suspicious social apps to the police department. Now, this was proven to be false back in 2014 when it first surfaced as a Facebook post. That's not to say that some hacker didn't get into the code and make it actually do what it's saying here. So better safe than sorry, and parents, please beware. The other day, the Capitol reported that a film company would be filming in Ego Alley in October, but details were very, very vague. Yesterday afternoon, Alderwoman Ellie Tierney from Ward 1 filled in the blanks, and apparently it looks like Hoonigan Industries is working with Travis Pastrana, and he wants to film a stunt where he jumps a specially designed rally car over Ego Alley. This all goes down on October 19th if the permits are approved, and in addition to the jump over Ego Alley by the car, they're going to be doing additional stunt driving throughout town with no jumps. Around Church Circle and along West Street, it's going to be controlled slides around Church Circle, also turns in the intersection of West and Cathedral Street. This will be interesting to see if it gets approved. It'll be more interesting to watch the people in Ward 1 lose their collective minds. If you want to see some of the stuff that Hoonigan does, go to Hoonigan.com, Hoonigan. Hey, and here's some good news from HACA. Together with Penrose, they have started the demolition of Newtown 20. This is the public housing community located off of Forest Drive, right behind Woodside Gardens, and construction of the new community is slated to begin in late October. It's going to replace all 78 existing units, and additional features of the refinished property is going to include a 3,500 square foot community building, basketball courts, and tot lots. They are also converting it from a rent model to a Section 8 voucher-based model. And Penrose and HACA have worked together in the past. They did do the Obery Court and College Creek complexes in downtown Annapolis, but there were issues when Penrose did not build the recreational amenities as they were supposed to do. Melissa Maddox-Evan, who is the executive director and CEO at HACA, said, "We are excited about entering the demolition phase with our partner Penrose to begin the process of transforming the Newtown 20 community. No one ever thought one of the challenges would be entering construction of a major development during a national pandemic, but HACA and Penrose have stepped up to meet that challenge in order to keep this project moving forward. The demolition phase brings us one step closer to a beautiful new home for our residents, which they deserve." Governor Hogan told some people to get out of Maryland, and they were firefighters, and they're actually heading over to the West Coast to help out Oregon and California. This is all part of the Emergency Management Assistance Compact, which allows states to help one another in times of trouble. And in a statement, Governor Hogan said that other states have never hesitated to support Maryland, so we stand ready to support those who now face an unprecedented wildfire season. Firefighters are going to be working through the summer and early fall on the El Dorado fire in Southern California, as well as the Slater fire in Northern California. All right, and keep an eye open for this. I get a lot of emails asking me for recommendations about a good bakery in the area, and there are very few. Well, we may have an answer for you. Sort of. A company called Nothing Bundt Cakes, and that's B-U-N-D-T, is coming into 1901 Town Center Boulevard in the Annapolis Town Center. It's in Suite 130, and I'm not sure exactly which spot it is, but it is back there near Zoe's and where Jimmy John's is located. It is a franchise. They do nothing but bundt cakes, both larger and smaller little cupcakey size, so we'll have to see if that will satisfy the need for a bakery in the area. I don't have an opening date for it yet, but keep your eye out if you've got a sweet tooth. Again, you can go to their website and learn a little bit about them at nothingbuntcakes.com, B-U-N-D-T. All right, that does wrap it up for the news today. Please make sure you're checking out eyeonannapolis.net for updates to these stories and more throughout the day. If you are someplace you can leave a rating or a review, please do that. And make sure your friends and family and colleagues all know how to get a hold of us, download us, and ask them to rate us too. It is Friday, so we are going to do another list of short things that we recommend you check out over the weekend. And as we have every day, we have George Young with your local DC MDVA weather standing by. All that in 1 minute, but here is Rick Peters from Solar Energy Services.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DC MDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Friday, September 18th. Yesterday played out pretty much as expected with tons of clouds and a bit of PM rain across the Annapolis region. And today will bring a bit of the same, though with some breezy winds as well at times behind a cold front that will usher in the chilliest air in months for Anne Arundel County, with highs Saturday through Monday only in the 60s, as AM lows only are in the 40s Saturday through Monday morning for just about all points on the map. And from there, the expectation is for an extended run of sunny, dry weather with temps in the 70s or maybe even 80s, lasting all the way through next week and beyond, possibly producing one of the nicest stretches of weather for the area for the entire year. So make your plans now to get out and about this weekend and all through next week to enjoy this stretch. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DC MDVA Weather. Make it a great weekend out there. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching DC MDVA Weather in the Apple or Google App Stores. And also follow us on Facebook and Twitter and use our website each day at dcmdvaweather.com so you can always stay weather informed.
The Anne Arundel Economic Development Corporation wants to remind you that amid this global coronavirus pandemic, we've got to band together and care for those around us, support our community and the businesses that have worked so hard to safely reopen. So show some love for the shops selling the stuff that we can't get anywhere else, and the restaurants that sell food that's even better than home. And remember that the money that we spend here can keep Anne Arundel County strong. And by wearing masks and social distancing, we can keep workers safe and businesses open. So for our neighborhood, for our town, for our county, shop safe, shop local, shop Arundel Biz. Visit arundelbiz.org.
There's always something going on over the weekend in the area, and we're here to narrow it down with our top picks for this weekend. Oh, and be sure you're signed up for the Eye on Annapolis weekly events newsletter. It's free and comes to you every Friday at 12:30 p.m. There's a sign-up link at the top of every page at eyeonannapolis.net.
As things slowly start to open up again, our list gets a little bit bigger. First up, tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., it is a big book sale. Yes, this is sort of a recurring event, but it doesn't recur that frequently. And this is an initiative by the Parole Rotary, where they collect used books and send them off into international countries to help with world literacy. However, what they do is they keep some of them here that they feel will have some use here in our own community. Hardbacks are $3, $2 for a softback, $1 for pocket paper books. Children's books are usually in the cents. And you want to make sure you check out their library, if you will, of DVDs and vinyl records. A little unknown fact about Big. Now, Big is in a warehouse at 451 Defense Highway. That's just past like the Best Buy. If you get to the I-97 overpass, you went a little bit too far. If you do know where First Class Gymnastics is, it is back in that building. Also on Saturday, opening at 10 a.m. and going through November 8th at 7 p.m., it is the Harry Potter Corn Maze and Fall Farm Festival at the farm up in Gambrels. Get lost in the 8-acre cornfield, all carved out with the world of wizards and Harry Potter. Plenty of things to do. It is all socially distanced. You can find out more information at marylandcornmaze.com. If you are a car fan, check out Sunday. This also happens every Sunday from about 8 a.m. to about 1 p.m. It's called Cars and Coffee. It's down at City Dock. What it is a bunch of car collectors come down and shoot the breeze. Drink coffee, but the cars are on display, and there are some spectacular vehicles that are there every week, and they change every week. Last week I was there. I saw an original Shelby Mustang. There's Ferraris, Lamborghinis, hot rods, British cars, foreign cars, all sorts of cool cars. If you are a car fiend, go check that out. No cost to get into that. And looking around into next week, for 19 years, Paint Annapolis has been doing plein air painting around Annapolis, and COVID is not going to stop them. You're going to see professional artists all around Annapolis painting our beautiful city from September 20th to the 24th. Stop by and check them out from a good social distance. And if you see something that you like, their art will be available in person at the MFA Circle Gallery, which is the Maryland Federation of Art, and also online through October 4th. So you want to check that out. It's always really a great time to see these artists all around our city to get a different perspective of what they see that really triggers their eye. All right, that does wrap it up for our list of things to do this weekend. I hope you enjoy one or more of them, but whatever you do, please have fun, stay safe, enjoy your weekend, and we will be back here again on Monday.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.